Hi there. It's April 27th and time for Proverbs 27. We're getting towards the end of another month here. These are still Solomon's Proverbs that King Hezekiah's made copied down. Okay. So we've heard some of them before. Okay. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Right? Boast not thyself of tomorrow. Delay not the time, but take occasion when it is offered. Right? The saying, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. This one's important. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Okay. That is pride. Okay. Nobody likes pride and arrogance. If you truly want to be honored, be humble and let somebody else do the honoring, right? 3, stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Right? Fools provoke you. You let fools provoke you. Or anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Right? Jealousy. You know why jealousy is the worst? It involves betrayal of somebody you loved and trusted. Okay? Hard to get over that. 5, better is open rebuke than hidden love. Right? Do you believe that? Okay. Love shouldn't be hidden. Okay? Love should be shown. If you love somebody, but you never tell them, you never show them. All right? An open rebuke is better. It's a secret love over here. 6, wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. The wounds of a lover are faithful, even, and the kisses of an enemy are pleasant. They are flattering and seem friendful. Right? Don't fall for the enemy's kisses. Right? 7, one who is full loathes honey from the comb, but to the hungry even what is bitter tastes sweet. Right? Facts. Right? Those are facts. Trust them or you don't. Well, nothing sounds good if you're starving anything. Right? Like a bird that flees its nest is anyone who flees from home. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his own place. Right? Stay home. Play in your own backyard. What happens when you flees a nest? Somebody comes in and steals things. 9, perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartful advice. Right? Sweetness of a man's friend by haughty counsel. Your heart rejoice from pleasantness from a friend. Right? Just like your senses like wonderful smells. That's cool. 10, do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. Right? Right. Now, I have a brother who would gladly take me in if calamity is struck. He lives 750 miles away. Right? I have a friend that lives 15 minutes away who would gladly take me in. Okay? Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. 11, be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart, that I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. Trust your kids. I trust my kids to do the right thing. And if anyone comes up and tells me they did the wrong thing, I don't have to believe them, okay? Because I know my kids. Well, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Uh-huh. There's a seat the plague and hideth himself. Right. You see danger, walk the other way, right? Let's say these crazy protests and stuff that are going on. I mean, they're all manufactured and paid for, okay? They're not real protests, but I'll go there. 13, take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger, hold it in pledge if it is done for an outsider. Now, Solomon says all over, do not co-sign for somebody else's loan, okay? Just don't do it, right? But if you do, get a collateral, right? You have to co-sign for a loan for your kids, for the car, so they can get to their new job. And I'm going to take your dirt bike and your Xbox system, and I'm going to hold on to it until the loan's paid off. And if it's not paid off, I'm going to sell those to get my money back because I'll have to pay your loan, right? Collateral. 14, if anyone loudly blesses their neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. True. Don't wake him up. 15, a quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. Solomon's marital issues, right? 700 wives. I can't even imagine. 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Right? You want to be a good mechanic, you need to hang around other mechanics, right? Right? Or anything for that matter. Baker, computer technician, right? Hang around other people to make you sharper, okay? And sometimes there's pain involved. I mean, you're sharpening something, you're grinding away at it, right? You're grinding away at things you thought were right and finding out that you were not right, and that there's a better way to do stuff. Iron sharpens iron. 18, the one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever protects their master will be honored. Right? It's a fig tree. Used to be the law that if you had people working in your fields and in your orchards, they were allowed to eat the fruit, okay? As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. All right. No, there's no difference between a man and a man by nature, but only the grace of God maketh the difference. As you can look in a mirror and see your reflection, your life reflects what is in your heart. Okay? The good things you've done, bad things you've done. Following the Lord. 20, death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. That's the problem, right? The main problem. Yeah. Started in the Garden of Eden. Yeah. Adam and Eve had everything, right? The devil came along and said, you could have more. You could have more. There's something better. And it's gone ever since. Men are never satisfied. The human eyes are never satisfied. You always want something new, something shinier, something bigger, something more expensive. And then your house gets filled with junk. Houses now are filled with crap. Okay? Mine included. Okay? Filled with crap. Because something's always shinier and better. To be rich is to be satisfied with what you have and thankful for what you have. Okay? But like death and destruction, like Abaddon, good saying. 21, the crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the people are tested by their praise. Other part, Solomon. said this same thing, and it said, the Lord tests the heart, the way the crucible, you melt metal, all the impurities flow to the top, and you can scrape them off, and you're left with pure silver, pure gold. It says according to his dignity over here. That is, he is either known to be ambitious and glorious, or humble and modest. Tested by your praise. 22. Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding them like grain with a pestle, you will not remove their folly or foolishness from them. That's another horrible mental image, isn't it? Some fools will be fooled. You can't take the foolishness out of them. Okay? Not all, but some are. Okay, the rest of this go together. This is one thing. We'll read it first. Be sure to know the condition of your flocks. Be careful. Give careful attention to your herds, for riches do not endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. When the hay is removed and the new growth appears, and the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field. You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family and to nourish your female servants. Know the condition of your flocks. Nowadays, know the condition of your finances. What you have. Do you have stuff put away? Okay. Do you have stuff that you know will multiply? Okay. Like the grass on the hills will grow, and you gather it in, and it'll feed your animals for a long time, right? If you save and are wise with your finances, pay all your bills, you will have stuff for future. You won't have to worry. It's very important, okay? And it's also important not to let one person handle it, okay? This is a man's job, okay, to know these things. A lot of families that the women take care of everything, and she becomes overburdened while the men do very little. Well, I work and earn the money. Well, it's your house, and you need to run your house, right? And your finances, and pay the bills. Okay? It's important stuff. Okay? Then there'll be plenty. So, there you go. That's 27. I highlighted a few things in here. Okay? 2 is either let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Okay? Don't brag. Don't be conceited. Right? Don't be haughty. Nobody likes that. Okay? The Lord doesn't like that. He finds that detestable. He likes humble, right? Be humble and let other people build you up. Okay? 4 is highlighted. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy, right? Being betrayed by somebody you loved and trusted, right? The fear of that is jealousy, okay? If you're afraid somebody is not loyal and faithful, it can eat you away inside, okay? It just eats you. Okay? And 10 is highlighted. Do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. All right. What's this house? Just not any worldly help in the day of thy trouble. And we talked about that, right? What else? 17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. If you want to be a person of great faith, hang around people with great faith. They will teach you that. Right? If you want to be wise, hang around wise people. If you want to be a good follower of Christ, hang around other good followers of Christ. Right? They will help you. 20. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. Eyes are never satisfied. You never seem to get enough. We always want more. Right? And you'll say, when I get this, I will be rich. No, you will be rich when you are satisfied with what you have and the faith you have in God and being thankful for everything, for your food, for your shelter, for your health, right? Fall into this death and destruction trap, okay? Because you will never be satisfied, okay? The human eyes will never be satisfied. And this is highlighted just because it's all together, right? Know the condition of your bank accounts. Careful attention to your stocks and food, your home, your family, right? Riches don't last forever and are not guaranteed for generations. When the hay, that's cut grass, right? When the cut grass is removed to feed your horses, and the new growth appears on the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lands will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field, right? So you can grow more. You can turn this all into today's, right? Your bank accounts, your food in your house, you're storing, saving up for a rainy day. Okay? It's not, I wonder if I have enough to pay the bills. I better ask my wife. No, you should know these things, okay? You should know these things, okay? You should know I have enough. I can pay the bills this month. I can pay the bills next month, okay? You should know this stuff. It's important. There you go. That's Proverbs 27. Like I said, we're getting close to the end of another month here. I like to check and see what we're doing in our New Testament in a year. Okay, we're reading the rest of Luke 19 today. All right, this is Palm Sunday. We commemorated that just a couple weeks ago. But so there you have it. That's today. Have a good Sunday. Right? Go to church. Praise the Lord. Right? Give us a like if you think about it. But later we'll continue. See ya.